Well, hello my fellow car modelers. How are you doing today? Thanks for showing up. I'm glad you're here because I got something new. Just came onto the market. Maybe it did, maybe it did. I don't know. I just discovered it, so that means it just came onto the market. I talked about it in my last video. If you didn't watch my last video, then you didn't know what I'm talking about. But you know, well, hey, let's cue the music and then we'll get into this, all right? What the heck? Are you excited as I am? I'm excited. Those of you that know what I'm about to show you, well, you probably know because you saw it in the thumbnail. I don't know why I have to act like there's a big mystery. But what I am going to really suggest, if you haven't seen this video right here that is from, oh geez, over 4 years ago, because it was like January of 2018, I put this video out right there. You need to stop this video right now and go watch that one, okay? I'm gonna wait. All right, I waited enough. This is kind of like part 2. Why the heck not? Because you know what I did? I pulled out the same body I used in that video, and we're gonna go ahead and now give a new product. Well, at least I think it's a new product because I just discovered it. I walked into Andy's Hobby headquarters and then he goes, check this stuff out. You're gonna love it. This is gonna be great. And it is from Ammo by MIG. They call it masking sheets, but what it is, you see what that is? That's basically bare metal foil. What's cool about it, what did I pay? It's 13 bucks. It's 13 bucks. And bare metal foil now today, you're probably looking at about 8 or 9 bucks you gotta pay if you can find it. Well, you get 5 sheets this size, like the size, almost the size of a piece of typing paper for 13 bucks. So, I don't know. You can see I haven't opened it yet. I've been waiting for you guys. I mentioned this in my last video I did a couple days ago. I've got quite a few comments with people saying, looking forward to that. So, hey, as of right now, I got no idea whether I like this or not. Okay, as we sit right here, we're going to see. We're going to take a look at it. And we're going to compare it to bare metal foil. And we might as well go ahead and put it down on the car that we did a little over 4 years ago. Plus, we can also look at what the bare metal foil that I laid in that video that you just went and saw. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't been watching my channel all this time, if you haven't been a true Luka Cee channel viewer and seen every video, you gotta go back and watch that video because it definitely is linked to this one, because it's going to be interesting. Because what I'm going to show you up close is that bare metal foil after 4.5 years actually in a junkyard box. I shoved that body back into the junk drawer I have under my desk at the other house. So it's been to 2 houses in a junk drawer with other bodies all laying on it and all that stuff. So it wasn't in the best conditions. We'll see how that stuff stood up the test of time. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get into this, all right? We'll look at the, let's point the camera at the desk. Let's look at my hands doing things and enjoy the rest of this video. Alrighty, so here's that body. It was just a junk body. I painted this in the late 80s. Went over that again. Go back and watch that video that I basically did bare metal foil and my first time at Molotow. And as we can see, you know, I just did that one part with the Molotow, which still looks really good. I'm still liking that stuff a lot. And then there's this bare metal foil, which I only went to there. I never bare metal foiled that. That's good. Bare metal foil has held up to the abuse too. It doesn't look too bad. It's got a few cracks and crinkles. That's the thing I find about bare metal foil, is it kind of doesn't last the test of time, where that Molotow, that paint, that is all paint right there, that's still pretty much #1. If you haven't watched that video, go watch that and see how I did this. Just take a look at that. That's Molotow pen. I used this one right here is what I used. I masked it off. This was the bigger tip, and which is fine, and I masked it off and did that, and it did really well, really well. But I'm not going to go over that again because I already made a video. You can go watch that video. It's got 50,000 views, and it's 4.5 years old, or 4 3/4 years old. Anyways, that's fine. But what we want to take a look at is, I'm going to set that off the side. We want to look at this junk right here. Alright, it messes my camera up, I gotta really kind of not point the light, but they call it masking sheets, and they've got a few different types of masking sheets that are paper, but they have these metal ones that they call masking sheets, because I don't know if anybody's ever shown you ever watch a video or anything about masking, like when you want to do graphics and kind of cut your own shapes out. Bare metal foil has always been a very good masking media, whatever you'd call it. So that's pretty much what it seems like they're marketing them as, masking. But yet they do one in what I chose was the aluminum sheets, and another set that Andy had there were actually more chrome. I always like going with aluminum. Even with bare metal foil, I go with aluminum. I don't like things really bright chrome. So let's get into this. Let's open this up, all right? I've been going on about this. Let's see, is there a way that, does this reseal? I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and slice her open. Look at that, 5 sheets, man, 5 sheets. That's one sheet. There we go. Again, this keeps blowing my camera to pieces because of the reflection of the light, but if you can see, it's quality. That's the aluminum. Now the trick is, what I want to compare to, I'm going to pull out this sheet of bare metal foil along with it. This is bare metal foil aluminum. You know, of course this is old, and I know that it seems like bare metal foil tends to decompose over years and get crinkly and all that. Don't know if this stuff does that, but what we're going to do is I'm going to take a piece off of each. We're going to do a little comparison right off the corner here and get under it. Get under it. There we go. So, interesting. That's one little piece. I'm going to just put that piece right here. Alright, we're going to take off a piece of bare metal foil. See that? Old bare metal foil can be challenging. There we go, there's a comparison. This is bare metal foil. This is the new MIG stuff. Bare metal foil, quite honestly, I don't know if the camera will pick this up. Bare metal foil is definitely thinner. That's good and that's bad, but this doesn't seem to be too thick. I'm going to go ahead and we'll bring the car here. There's the bare metal foil. Let's lay down a piece right here and see how it takes to... I should have cut it longer to do the rest of that A-pillar, but it don't matter. It's just a test body. See how it works. I'll take a microfiber towel here and try to burnish this out. Let's go ahead and take off the excess with a sharp blade. You know, it cut real easy. It cut nice and straight. I gotta get that extra piece off. Yeah, it's definitely thicker. It's definitely, which kind of worried me at first, so I don't want it too thick, but can you tell? Right here is where the bare metal foil ends, and that's the MIG right there. Huh. That's pretty slick. I think I might like this stuff. You're watching the Luka Cee channel on YouTube. Let's try some more of the MIG stuff. I'm going to cut a little bit bigger piece off. You know what, with it being just a touch thicker, which at first was going to make me a little nervous. I knew that it was a little thicker than bare metal foil. That's something I always loved about bare metal foil, was how thin it was, because then it really formed to things and really sucked down good. So thought if it was any thicker, because I know there's some other things other people use, and I would always think, ah, that's just too thick. But this seems to be a little thicker, but not too thick. It's not too sticky, but it's got good adhesive to it. Let's go ahead, lay it down, put it next to the Molotov. Now, the Molotov, and I think this other, I can't remember, it was 4 years ago, I think I used chrome for the bare metal foil, and this Molotov is definitely very chrome compared to, this is again the what they call the matte aluminum, which I prefer because it's not so chrome. Look, I'll do my little kink right there so I can fold it around, fold it around. Let's do some burnishing. Alright, let's go ahead and slice away. Get that the heck out of there. Alright, do you see right here? There's the Molotov, which I kind of actually rubbed a bit on the Molotov there, and with its age and how long it's been on this car, and me just touching it right there, it didn't seem to rub off. Not too shabby, really. I'll keep turning for the light to catch it. And this is all the MIG stuff, which it folds around and holds really well. I'm thinking that I'm gonna lay another stripe with what I got left here. I don't think I'll be able to go all the way across, but let's just play around here. I usually like to use a cotton t-shirt or something for my burnishing of bare metal foil. Microfiber towels are okay, or cotton swabs or Q-tips, and I don't have the sharpest tool in the toolbox here. I can feel that it's not super sharp, but it's still cut pretty good. Look at that. Some of it came up right there. Wow. What do you guys think? I'm glad I bought the stuff, though. It was a crapshoot. I didn't know if I'd like it, but you know what? And it's gonna be interesting to see how long this stuff lasts. But I don't think I'm ever gonna buy bare metal foil again. You can't beat this. 5 sheets, $13. 5 sheets, bare metal foil. I mean, I don't use it. I keep it for a long time. I usually throw bare metal foil away. I've had this sheet for 12 years. Look how much is left there, and it's decomposing on me. We don't know how long this stuff will last, but there's gonna be one more thing. I got one more thing I want to try because I love the looks of this aluminum. It does have a very good sheet aluminum look, but I gotta tell you, man, I like using the aluminum for all the chrome trim, and I'm pretty pleased with that. Bare metal foil. It does look a little better than the bare metal foil, but again, that's old and been in a parts box for 4 years. Molotov up here, and from here down is the MIG foil. I really like it. I really do like it. It's not too thick. I was concerned about its thickness. That's really cool. That is really cool. I'm gonna do one more thing. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we've got this piece from a Monogram or Salvino's NASCAR kit. This is from any of the GM kits, and they really have these cool panels behind the main hoop, behind the driver's seat, and this is where the rear wheel well was. They always had these cool panels right here that would usually be aluminum sheet, and you already has the bead roll right there. So I want to see what it looks like making this look like an aluminum sheet. Let's throw a big piece on here, see what happens. how much of a piece do we need? All right, I'm just gonna. And now with the price of this and the fact you get so much, I'll be pretty generous. I'm not gonna really be skimpy on this stuff. I like to go way bigger than what I'm trying to cover in aluminum or chroming or whatever you're calling it, the trim, because you know it just works out better. You got more to use. Lay it down like that. Let's burnish away with this. Cut this just past the edge, since that's a circular edge there. I like to put reliefs in. That gets all the metal. And what's cool is this is actually sheet metal, sheet aluminum. All right, now let's go ahead and finish our burnishing. Looks like we got some air trapped in there. I didn't think about that. It's kind of like doing vinyls. I wonder if I cut really close to there and really close to there, if we can push the air out. Yeah, and the slices kind of vanish. Once you putting those two slits in it to get the air out, they're vanished. You know, I put them close to the lines there so they would kind of get hidden, but I don't see them. And the more you kind of rub this and get it all wrapped around that bead roll, and you are looking like an aluminum panel. I would put some work into it and really take your time. Don't rush it, and I think you can have a very, very good looking aluminum panel. What do you think of that? Holy cow. That's how I'll be doing those now from now on. I tried that with bare metal foil and it looked okay, but the bare metal foil, I don't know, in large amounts like that, the bare metal foil didn't really have that. Even the aluminum stuff, it didn't have that sheet aluminum look like this stuff does, because that's what it is. So wow, that's pretty cool. So there you go, there it is, Ammo by MIG. That's the stuff right there. You can find this product, of course, at Andy's HHQ. Go ahead and order it from him. He definitely has it in stock. He's got a ton of it, both in his store. He was selling out actually the day I was there. There was quite a few on the rack, but he'll have more. But in his store he has it, and of course online at Andy's HHQ. Check that out. Wow, okay, passed my test. You know, I don't know who owns bare metal foil anymore. Sorry guys, your stuff just, you know, it was great for years, but it had its issues. This stuff might have its issues, but I'm always out looking for new and better product, and I have to say that bare metal foil has been hard to get a hold of, and the price is pretty crazy. You can't beat this. Holy mackerel. All the proof right there, right there, all right there. That's Molotow. That's bare metal foil right there. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. You guys tell me what you think down in the comments below. And wow, I am impressed. I'm really happy. That was worth 13 bucks to have 5 frickin' sheets that big. Look at how big. 5 sheets, almost as big as the mat right there. Alrighty, well, I sure do hope that you guys got something out of this video. I know there was quite a few people looking forward to it. I was glad to make it for you. I had a good time. And still, I haven't found a replacement, whether I'm going to open up my Teespring store or not, but I don't have any shirts or hats or mugs to sell. I hope to soon. We got some cool designs coming your way, some neat stuff. You'll want to be a producer? Down in the description below is a link to go check out where you can become a producer on my Patreon. You know, the team is growing, and great interactive team too. I ask them questions and they send me what they think all the time, so it's really cool. And I want to thank you all for watching. And you got to remember, what do we say here? Well, first of all, this is me, Luka Cee. Keep gluing those fingers together and keep cutting that styrene, and we'll see you in the next video. Here's the producer. Over 4 years ago, because it was, all right, I waited enough. The excess peels up pretty good. I said that and then it ripped. Isn't that something?